13 years. 13 freaking years I've been... Sorry, I'm just updating my layout. 13 years I've been... I guess I'll keep it like that, I guess. I don't... There we go. I've been running this stupid little channel for 13 years. Wow. I want to start off the stream before we get into anything to explain I'm a little lower energy at this moment. I just wanted to be candid and be open with you guys about something. To be blunt about it, my mom is having some health issues. So I just got off the phone with her not long before stream started, and I'm a little down. But we're going to make this stream a fun one. We're going to celebrate 13 years of this channel. We're going to talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about. And I think that it's just going to be a great stream. So with all of that said, let's just get into it. So I guess I'll start by reflecting really quickly on 13 years of the channel and what it's been like. You should have canceled stream. I'm not with my mom right now. There's nothing I could really do. I called her and I talked to her. She's doing okay. It's not like serious. Like, it's more like long-term kind of like down the road there could be issues. So there's not really much I can do at this present moment. There are things I'm doing behind the scenes I don't want to talk about, but yeah, I just wanted to basically put that out there to basically just say also just keep my mom in everyone's thoughts and prayers. Basically is where I wanted to go with that. Just keep my mom in your thoughts. But to reflect on the channel a little bit, 13 years. For context, I'm 27 years old right now. I'm 27 years old, which is weird to think. Like, I don't feel 27. It just feels like, you know, like next year is going to be 10 years since I graduated high school, which is so weird because I started this thing like not long after I started high school. Like, I was like a freshman. Now I'm 27, so it's like nearly half of my life. Now, like, obviously, like, I've really only started taking this channel seriously. Like, I mean, I've always kind of took it seriously. Like, I've always, like, every single year since it started, I've uploaded to it pretty consistently. But it was really back in, like, 2019, or, like, maybe, like, late 2018. It was, like, when Luigi's Mansion 3 got announced, really, that I really started to take the channel more seriously. I knew, like, it was like around like once I hit like 1,000 subscribers, which I think was like not long after Luigi's Mansion 3 got announced, that I was like, I want this to be something. I want this to be like, I mean, it always was my baby. Like, this channel always was like you look back on a lot of the older videos, which we'll be watching some older videos in a little bit. You look back on it and it's like, I don't know, like, it just feels so long ago. It feels, but at the same time, it doesn't. Like, the way I look at my channel, right? I look at my channel in eras. Like, there were different eras to my channel and how it's grown and evolved these past 13 years. Like, from 2012 to 2016 was kind of the retro gaming arc where I would go out game hunting, get all these games that are behind me. Thank you, Neil, for the happy 13th anniversary message. And thank you to Eric, who said it before, and Pladley. and Dom. But 2012 to 2016 was like the retro gaming arc of the channel. It was when I it was what I started out doing. It was what I was passionate with at first. And it helped set the foundation for me being comfortable in front of the camera. And even though nowadays my content is so much different than it was back then, I'm doing completely different stuff. A lot of the stuff that I did back then, from 2012 to 2016, basically laid the foundation of what this channel would become in terms of me getting comfortable in front of a camera, me starting baby editing. I mean, like, back then, I barely edited videos. I mean, because you gotta remember, back in, like, 2012, 2013, was so different, like, in the YouTube landscape of things. Only, like, the bigger channels that were, like, that had real money behind them were really able to, like, edit their videos and, like, do the kind of production that you see, like, even smaller YouTubers do nowadays. Because now, like, a lot of the stuff that's available to people now was nowhere near available back in, like, 2012, 2013. So, it's crazy to think that, like, now the culture of YouTube is so different now than it was 13 years ago. Because even back then, even though I was still a kid, I was focusing. I was gonna make it look like it's been 13 years. It has been 13 years. Like, it's weird. Like even though I was a kid when I first started this, I still recognize what YouTube's culture was back then and how much different it is to today. Like, it's crazy, Nick, now reflect, even, like, the last anniversary live stream I did was my 10-year one. I don't think, let me see. I have my channel open. Let me see if I've done, yeah, no, the last anniversary stream I did looks like was my 10-year. Look, I did 8 year, I did 9th year, I did 10th year. Because the 10th year anniversary was my 12-hour stream. And I haven't done one since then. But now that it's been 13 years, it's been 3 years since that 12-hour 10th anniversary stream. Also, thank you for the compliment on the hat. It's at the Fourth Wall merch store. Or not the Fourth Wall, sorry, the Tantrum merch store. If you wanted to get any merch, and this Luigi's Mansion 4 Luigi shirt is too. But, like, even reflecting on the past 3 years, so what? 3 years ago, for the 10-year, it was 2022. The amount of stuff that's changed since 2022 is insane. Like, I know, like, I've gotten to be connected now with so many people. Like, the amount of friends that I have in the community now, especially since 3 years ago, was crazy. I mean, and like let's reflect on even what's happened in the past 3 years, right? Not long after that 10-year anniversary stream, it might have even been at that time, I got a review copy of basically the sequel to one of my favorite games of all time. I got a review copy for SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake that came out in early 2023, and I'm assuming by this time, like December 19th, 20th, I probably had I probably wouldn't have, because it came out in late January, so not that long after, I got a review copy of Cosmic Shake, which was huge, for me, being able to work with THQ Nordic, and, like, I had worked with them at a smaller extent, like, collectively with, like, Riders DX and Sheriff the Great. We worked with them for, like, the rehydrated relief and all of that. But to be able to get a review copy from them, and now, as of this year, I'm an official partner with THQ Nordic. I'm officially partnered with them in an official capacity, is insane. Like, and that happened all in the last 3 years. And I got to work with Nintendo in 2024, and early this year. I'm no longer working with them, it seems. They haven't I talked to them. I talked to a rep over the summer, and they said they'd keep me in the loop, but they haven't. So I'm assuming I'm no longer a Nintendo partner. But even getting to work with Nintendo, the 2 times that I did for both Mario and Luigi Brothership and Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, even though neither of those games are my cup of tea, I can still look at those games and be like, I got to work with Nintendo for these games. And even something like now, also as of this year, I'm officially partnered with Square Enix. I'm a Square Enix partner, which they're a big company. And like, even though like I don't play many of their titles, like, and I almost feel bad for like being a partner with them, and they gave me a game. I'm so upset with myself, and I really hope it doesn't hinder my relationship with them. I got a review copy of Octopath Traveler 0, and I never got to play. I mean, you guys know how busy I've been here, and I didn't get to play or review it. I might do something. I might put up a video or do like a little live stream for it or whatever, even if it doesn't get me many views, just so I can stay in Square Enix's good graces. But I'm officially partnered with 2 big studios, THQ Nordic and Square Enix, and I'm like sometimes there are times where I look at the channel and the size of it, and like, you know, I'm like, oh, I feel like I haven't done enough. I feel like, you know, I feel like I should be bigger. I feel like I should have grown more. I feel like I should have done, and like Dom just said, it's a shame I'm not a partner with Bandai Namco. They rejected me because of my size. Like, I feel like I just wish I've done things differently with my channel. Like, I you know, but at the end of the day too, right? I do content based on the things that I like. I don't do content because I don't do content for the purpose of it. I mean, of course I do content and hope it gets views and want it to get views. But at the end of the day, I'm doing content about the things that I like. Like, let me pull up, hold on, let me get everything situated here. Like, let's look at my videos here, shall we? Let's switch over to, where is it here? Like, let's look at my content, shall we? Let's look at the videos that I've made, like, granted, this is after the cleanse, after I've privated or unlisted a bunch of videos, so this is, like, just what you guys could see. Like, Dragon Quest, even though I don't really care about the game, THQ Nordic gave it to me, and I enjoyed my time with it, so I got to make my first impressions video. Obviously, the Luigi Mansion 4 Supercut, huge passion project of mine. Doing the Life is Strange video, that one, even though it didn't get a lot of views, was purely a passion project. Obviously, like, you know, all these videos are just, they're things that I wanted to talk about. They're things that, like, random encounters, the video with random, I think it's a reason why I wanted to cleanse the channel, right? Is I feel like this year I had a lot of bigger videos that I feel like flew under the radar in a lot of ways. Like, or maybe not even flew under the radar, but I wanted them to not be drowned out by, like, Zach Plays and stuff like that. Like, the random encounters interview, like, I want that to be front and center. The panel, obviously, that we did, the Nintendo Switch 2 videos, the launch videos, the Nintendo X podcast videos. I love those videos, getting to do them all. I mean, I had Swiftjar, Toontriz, I had Zach Shack, I had Zoom Zyke. Like, I've gotten to do quite a bit with that podcast. In the long run, I feel like making the videos you like will get you in mind, will get a community around you doing. Exactly. It's just hard because a lot of times as well, right? Like, you look up, like, up here, like I love the Life is Strange games. Life is Strange has become one of my favorite gaming franchises, but I know that a lot of people on the channel don't particularly care about it, which makes it rough because, okay, I'm going to give you guys full transparency. You know what? I'll even show you. I'm working on season 2 of the ZakPak show, right? So this is going to give you guys some spoilers-ish about what's to come with the ZakPak show and what I'm working on. but I started working on assets and script writing. I'm working on a lot of behind the scenes stuff for season 2. And I'm going to tell you guys some of the episodes I'm writing right now and working on for the ZakPak Show Season 2, because the ZakPak Show Season 1, I feel like, played it very safe. Season 2, I'm wanting to do more stuff. So, Luigi's Mansion, I'm doing a video on the Luigi's Mansion series. Actually, in fact, let me make these bigger so it's easier for you guys to see. I'm working on a video about the Luigi's Mansion series. Actually, let me read chat here. Well, I haven't been subscribed to you for the entire 13 years. I've been subscribed to you since 2017. So that's 8 years now. That's a decent chunk of it. When the first Switch came out, I basically subscribed to you shortly after I got my Switch, and I don't regret being subscribed to you one bit. Been subscribed for 8 years. I'm glad I subscribed until you quit YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, it feels weird that it feels weird that it's been this long. Doing this and making videos and just the different things that I've talked about. And like I said, it's all about the stuff, going off of what Skylar said, talking about the things that I want to talk about. And that's heavily what I plan on doing for season 2. The ASMR Twitch. Oh my god, the ASMR video. Yo, if you're a real one, if that's the video that made you subscribe to my channel, the ASMR Game Store one, you're a real one. That's a deep cut. Well, I don't even want to say a deep cut, but that's just that's a video. Obviously FNAF, I love FNAF. Yes. So to give you guys a rundown of what I plan on doing season 2, because that's why I didn't upload a video this week, because I've been heavily working on season 2 of the ZakPak Show, heavily, because I want there to be more episodes. Originally, I had 8 episodes planned, and I'm wanting to expand on that. Like the Mario Party 6 thumbnail you see here, this is a maybe episode. This is not an episode that is currently planned for the season, but it's one, like, for example, tonight, I'm recording the gameplay that will be used for this video. That's how much work goes into this, right? Luigi's Mansion, I already got the gameplay. Like, the Luigi's Mansion episode is basically planned and done. Well, besides the recording and editing. Like, it's written, all the gameplay is done, I have everything, I just need to record it. Like, Luigi's Mansion is a lock. Luigi's Mansion is episode 1. See Banjo-Kazooie down here. Banjo-Kazooie, I'm still working on the gameplay. I have not started script writing for this one yet, but this one's a definite lock for season 2. This one's planned, and I'm going to say planned to be, because, I've started recording a bunch for this season. So everything that I've started recording for is going to come out as an episode. It's just kind of where I plan on having it, because I've already got the outline of how I want the season to go. I've already written all that out. I've already planned all of that out. It's just being able to execute it. So all this is still planned stuff for now. Luigi's Mansion is going to be episode 1. That is going to be episode 1. That is, I want episode 1 of season 2 to be one that I know a lot of people are going to like. It's going to be one that people are going to tune into. And what better one to do than a full look at the Luigi's Mansion series as a whole. Because yes, I did Luigi's Mansion 2 in season 1, but I wanted to do the rest of the games, 1 and 3. And even I touch on 2 HD in this one. I wanted all of that to be a part of season 2 in the first episode. So that's episode 1. Episode 2, I don't think I even started working on the thumbnail yet. No. Wizard of Oz. So originally season 2, I had planned to come out this time, at around this time, October, November, December. Is when I originally planned on getting season 2 out. That's how long I've been kind of working on this stuff. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I wanted to do this Wizard of Oz episode because of Wicked, right? Wicked, the musical part 2 was coming out, and I wanted this episode to kind of go alongside of it. But because of the fact that I'm not going to be able to get it out, I still want to do the episode because I had some really great ideas for this episode. And I didn't want to cut it. I did not want to cut this episode for this new go at season 2. And I was able to figure out a way to weave it into the season. To weave it into the season arc that I was trying to do with this season, which ties into Banjo-Kazooie, which is going to be episode 3. So yeah, Wizard of Oz, I didn't mention, will be episode 2 of the season. Though, I have not started working on this one yet. This is one that I have not touched. I have not touched the game yet. I have not touched the script. Because I'm doing all of these out of order, which usually for people who do videos like this, like do like seasons of stuff, things are written and recorded and planned out of order usually. So even though I haven't started on this, it's safe to say this is going to be episode 2. Episode 3 is going to be Banjo-Kazooie. Again, this is all planned, not set in stone, but the way I have it all written out, it just makes sense. Episode 3 is going to be Banjo-Kazooie, specifically Kazooie, not Tooie, just Kazooie. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. I have some gameplay. I've done some stuff for it, but I have not started script writing. Episode 4 is going to be Left 4 Dead. This is where I'm going to be more experimental because, like I said, Season 1, I played it very safe in terms of the games I covered. Basically, I covered Nintendo games and licensed games. The safe stuff. And the first 3 episodes, I mean, The Wizard of Oz is a risky licensed game, and Banjo-Kazooie isn't an entire... I mean, it's from the Nintendo 64, but it isn't released by Nintendo. Luigi's Mansion is very playing it safe. Left 4 Dead is the first risky episode, and for the risky episodes, I plan on making them a little more theatrical in the ways of I plan on making the episode itself, like, if you're not interested in the game, if the game isn't going to be something that you're interested in, I want the things around the game to be fun and different. So, for example, Left 4 Dead, I actually have started. I've already recorded the gameplay, and the script isn't done, but I'm working on the script. And basically, the premise for this episode, if you don't want any spoilers, then... I mean, it's not really going to be spoilers, but it's going to be kind of concepts of what I'm doing for the episode. And hey, if it changes, then you get to hear what it was meant to be originally, in 6 months' time or 5 months' time. But this episode, what I'm doing is basically it's going to be the Xbox 360 version of Left 4 Dead. And basically... I'm going to be playing 4 different characters, and we're all going to be chatting over, like, the Xbox 360, like, voice chat, like, Xbox Live voice chat. Like, it's supposed to evoke a lot of those, like, late 2000s, early 10s vibes of hopping on Xbox Live and chatting with your friends and playing a 4-player co-op game like Left 4 Dead. So that's what that episode is meant to do. It's very heavily talking about Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, but it's also meant to be heavily, like, talking on Xbox Live, arguing with friends, playing the game, trying to compete, or trying to cooperate and beat the game. And I'm playing all 4 characters. It's going to be a hot mess because, no, I won't spoil the types of characters that I have in there, but basically there's gonna be me and then 3 other like actual like characters, and all 3 characters are wild. All 3 characters are wild. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this episode. This episode is gonna be the hardest one to make. I can already tell that this one's gonna be the hardest one to make. So I really hope it comes out the way I'm envisioning it. I really hope it does. Episode 5, I actually don't have anything for. Episode 6 is actually one I haven't done the thumbnail for, but someone spotted it earlier. Five Nights at Freddy's. Episode 6 is going to be Five Nights at Freddy's. I might even switch that to episode 5. Like, this is going to be episode 6 because there's going to be a arc in the middle of the season where, like, I'm trying to get, like, okay. House gets destroyed in episode 2. In episode 2. Episodes 3 and 4, I ignore the things I need to fix. So then episode 5 is like, I need a job. So the episodes 5, 6, and 7 are going to be Zach gets a job. And in episode 6, which is what this one is, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Basically, I got to keep an eye on these animatronics. These animatronics are in my basement, and they start to obviously wander around the house while I review Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4. So that's going to be episode either 5 or 6. It's interchangeable at the moment. Episode 7 is going to be The Quarry. This one is going to be an ambitious one because, like I said with Left 4 Dead, this is an experimental one. This is one that I feel like people might not care about the game. So I want to make the episode itself really fun. So this is one that I haven't started anything with Five Nights at Freddy's, by the way. I have not touched Five Nights at Freddy's yet. The Quarry I've started working on. I'm actually going to be recording gameplay after the stream. Like, I have been playing through the game and getting gameplay and writing simultaneously. This is the episode I'm heavily focusing on at the moment. Left 4 Dead I focused on a bit. I took a break from it to work on the Quarry. So this episode is going to be different because I plan on this episode not being the one and only episode to not take place in the game room or in my room. Like, I plan on this episode being the whole point, again, because it's about a job thing. So fun fact, about 6-7 years ago, I worked at a summer camp. And now that summer camp has unfortunately shut down, but the campsite has been turned into a public park. So I'm thinking, like, since it's a public park now, I can go in and film. So I thought it would be a really cool idea. Like, what if I go into this park, like right now, this old campsite, all the lodge, the buildings, they're still there. So what if I go and I film a review about The Quarry, which is a game about summer camp counselors dealing with werewolves. What if I do a game review of The Quarry at the summer camp I used to work at? And this is going to be a big production because I plan on making a uniform. That's what this is. This is a logo because the summer camp in the Quarry is called Hackett's Quarry. So I decided to name this one Sackett's Quarry, just to kind of change it a little bit. And I'll get it printed on a shirt. I plan on getting some of my friends involved. So it would be an episode where I get other people, not even YouTubers, just like personal friends to be part of it. And just to make it a fun production. Like this episode, I just plan on being a fun production. I want to review the game, and most of it is going to be reviewing the game, but I want the fun production. And for those of you who are fans of The Quarry, I went the extra step with this episode because, again, I want this episode. I think this is going to be my favorite episode. Just because I feel like it's going to be really, really fun to put together. And I went the extra step of on Cameo. You guys know Cameo, the site where you can get celebrities to say stuff for you. I've booked the actress behind Laura, one of the characters in the game, to give me a little message that I'm going to weave into the episode. I'm waiting on it now. I should be getting it within the next week or so. And I feel like with, an actual actress from the game being in there, having it be with my friends, having it be real, like, it's going to be a show of, like, who can I keep alive, who's going to survive. It's going to be such a fun episode. And I saw someone ask, who said it? Skylar asked, will runtimes vary on each episode? Yes, runtimes will vary on each episode. Like, for example, Luigi's Mansion is probably going to be the longest one. It's from how I've scripted it out, it's probably going to be about between 35 to 40 minutes. Maybe a little shorter, depending on how editing goes. But this episode is probably going to be about 30 to 40 minutes. Banjo-Kazooie might be a little shorter because it's just about Banjo-Kazooie. It's a shorter game. That one's probably going to be 15 to 20 minutes. Wizard of Oz, probably the same deal. Wizard of Oz, I plan on making it a little more theatrical as well. The Wizard of Oz, with what I want to do, requires green screen. You can see here, I got, the whole thing. The house, it's going to be like a retelling of the Wizard of Oz. The house gets taken up by a tornado, lands in Oz. I'm going to be doing some costume work for some characters from the Wizard of Oz that I won't spoil. It's going to revolve around a little bit of green screen work, which you guys know I hate green screen work. I hate green screen work with a passion. But for this episode and how I want to do it, it makes sense. So this episode might end up being about 20 minutes long, 20 to 25 minutes long. And then the Mario Party 6, like I said, this is an episode that might be a filler episode. Not in the sense of it's going to be a whole nothing burger. It's an episode where if I can get it done for the season, it's just going to kind of be slotted in there somewhere. It'll be like, if I can get it done before, like let's say I need more time to work on the Quarry episode, because the thing is with this episode is the series I'm planning on starting in May. But the thing is, I won't be able to film the IRL segments for this probably until May. That's why this is going to be episode 7. That's why this is going to be late in the series, to give me time to work on it. And if I need more time to work on it and I can get this Mario Party 6 episode in there, that'll give me an extra week to finish that Quarry episode. Like, I'm working all of this out. I'm working all of it out. Let me look at chat here, because I know I've missed some stuff here. Let's see. I found your channel. Oh, I already read that one. The video that made me subscribe, I believe, was an E3 Nintendo predictions video. What you predicted was Mario Baseball, and I believe I saw a video where you talked about the likelihoods of Mario Baseball on Switch. I saw that video, subscribed. Oh, that was a while ago. That was a while ago. Hey, good Witch Luz, how you doing? I think I just call you Luz. How you doing? I subscribed in 2019 when I watched some of your videos because you same thoughts. I did 2019, so that would have been Luigi's Mansion 3, right? Or like early rehydrated content, maybe. But yeah, thank you for sticking around for so long. Let's see. I feel like we meet again on like I was like fire. I'm excited for season 2. I rewatched the first season about a month ago, and then you're not season 2. I was like, yeah, season 2. It's been one I've wanted to work on for a while. It's obviously like I wanted to get it out this year, but I wasn't able to because of the Luigi's Mansion 4 concept supercut, wanting to get that done. So now I'm heavily focusing on this. I'm so heavily focusing on this because this is a passion project. This is something like the Luigi's Mansion 4 concept series, right? This is something I want to get done. This is something I'm really excited that I'm doing. And like season 1 was fun. Like season 1 was really, really fun to do. And I love all the episodes I made for it. But this season, I feel like it's very clear I'm working more on, I got Luigi's Mansion, Mario Party 6, Banjo-Kazooie, The Quarry, Left 4 Dead. These are games that I'm very passionate about that I wouldn't really be able to do otherwise. So I feel like season 1 was a good, foundation of, what I want this series to be about. A good variety of stuff. And even though I did not have much variety, I mean, I had variety in the sense where I was talking about a bunch of different things, but it boiled down to being Nintendo games and licensed games. This season, as you can very well tell, is more varied. We got Five Nights at Freddy's, an indie horror game. We got Left 4 Dead, a co-op shooter from the 2000s. We got The Quarry. We got a narrative horror game from the 2020s. We got Banjo. We have more of a variety, and I'm so excited. And even though some people don't like variety, I feel like I've budged myself into a not variety channel. People will sub to me for certain kinds of content. People will sub to me for Nintendo specific content, or for even more specifically Luigi's Mansion themed content or Mario Party themed content, or then there'll be people who are with me for SpongeBob themed content. I've put myself in those corners, which is my own fault because, again, I talk about the stuff that I'm interested in, and because I do that, I end up talking about these things, the Mario Party games, the Luigi's Mansion games, the SpongeBob games that I am naturally more interested in. So when I do talk about other things I'm interested in, like The Quarry or Left 4 Dead, people don't care as much. That's why I'm hoping now that I've set the foundation for the ZakPak show, season 2, having these games in there, hopefully people will at least tune in, at least because of the fact that it's the ZakPak show. That's what I'm hoping. Love the Night Before Christmas episode. Yeah, that one was a pain to do, but it was I think it was a solid episode all around. I don't think it was my best episode, but I do think that it was a great episode. One that was really worth doing and really fun to put together. Really, really fun. What happened to Back for Blood? It just fizzled. It's, Turtle Rock didn't, I mean, they supported it for a while, but people, I don't know. I love Back 4 Blood personally. I wish it, stuck around. I wish they released it on the Switch. I think, or at least the Switch 2. I wish they brought it to the Switch. That I would have played it a bunch if it was put on the Switch and Switch 2. They didn't shut down. So yeah, regarding the 360, we're not obviously because of the fact that I'm it's all a skit and that kind of. You guys can see that I've made little Xbox 360 gamer tags. that kind of give away a little bit about some of the characters. But like, yeah, the Xbox 360, I don't know if you could still access the live and stuff on that, but it's just meant to be like a parody, like like it's a video in that style. Like even if the voice chat isn't available, it's just going to be just that nostalgia, that reminiscence of those chats. It's not actually, none of it's actually, because of the fact that I'm doing all of the characters, it's not actually all taking place like in an Xbox 360 chat. Like that's not actually how it is. It's just going to be reminiscent of that time. Let's see. So FNAF, I see some excitement for FNAF. I'm excited that you guys are excited for that episode. Let's see what Work Times Vary. I saw that. Did you see what I said? Well, I did read it. Any collaborations? So for the Mario Party episode, I have planned for collaborations. That's why how this episode, the Mario Party 6 episode, is the most in flux, because it depends on how, when, and who I'm able to get for this episode. Because it all depends if I'm going to PAX East, which I haven't gotten my acceptance yet. If I am going to go to PAX East, I'm probably going to record the in real life segment stuff with 3 other people at PAX East and say, hey, I want an hour or two to record this in real life stuff, like, you know, and I'll get 3 other people and we'll record the episode. But if I don't end up going to PAX East, then it'll end up being at Too Many Games, so I'll record it, which is in June, which is late. Very, very late. Too Many Games is in June. The episodes will have already, hopefully, started premiering by that point. So, you know, if I have every other episode done, I would probably be able to get that stuff filmed and edited, because I don't plan on this episode being an intense edit. Like, there's not going to be any green screen stuff. There's not going to be anything crazy like some of these other episodes. So I'd probably still be able to get it done in the episode by the end of the season, but it just depends on where it all ends up going. So, all of that to say, right, like, Season 2, I'm very excited for it, and you're seeing a lot of it built up. I mean, there's games, like I said, I have played, the season 2 is at least going to be 8 episodes long, at least. I'm wanting to do more, though. Like, if I can get, like, episode 1 is already written and done, I just need to film and record it. Episodes 7 and 4 are in production right now, and I'm probably going to be finishing up Episode 4 pretty soon, because all the gameplay is recorded. I just need to finish writing. Episode 7, I just need to finish the gameplay, which I'll most likely do this weekend, and then to finish the script. So these 2 episodes will probably be done by the end of the year, being written-wise at least. So there's a lot of progress that I'm already making, but yeah. And you're seeing, like, little assets, too, right? I got this list, this character list. Like I said, the whole point is going to be keeping track of who lives and who dies, and this list is going to be crucial for the Quarry episode. This is a Gruntilda dialogue box. How is Gruntilda going to play into things? The logo for the summer camp, the Xbox 360 voice thing, the Oz thing, this dark castle and spooky background. Who is involved in it? Like, there's so much. I don't know why this stuff's here. This should be in the other category, other folder. But, you know, this is all stuff from last season. This is not an episode for season 2, by the way. I don't think this is an episode. This is something that was planned for season 1 but got cut. So there you go. You're seeing cut content. But yeah. There's season 2 of the ZakPak show for you and how it's looking. So now that you got that look, I guess we'll continue on with the chat. Do you think we could get Mario Party and NSO sooner, since they strayed away from the main lineup with Wario World? I'd be happy if we got Mario Party and NSO for my birthday month, which is January. I mean, we could. I mean, it's another, you know me, Brandon, it's another one of those instances where I'm just going to say, I don't know. Because they could, they couldn't, they might not. I don't have any real particular opinions on it, because the thing is, right, because of how inconsistent Nintendo have been with releasing these GameCube games, if they, like, I'm trying not to put my expectations into anything, because I don't want to feel like it's a pain to wait for a lot of these GameCube games. Like, I want to be pleasantly surprised when it's like, okay, they're dropping this, they're dropping this. I don't want to try and hope for Mario Party to come out soon, because I just have a feeling it's not going to be, and I don't want to, like, not set the expectation, but, like, get my hopes up that maybe it will come out sooner. Then it most likely is going to end up coming out. But But we can hope. We can hope that they're going to release. Because I do believe their next title to come out on the NSO service, I do believe it needs to be a multiplayer one. Because, right, like, the games have come out so far. Like we got, it was Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and and Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX, right? F-Zero GX is a multiplayer game, sure, and Soul Calibur 2, I guess. But then from then, we had Mario Strikers, which is a multiplayer game, and then we had Chibi Robo, then Luigi's Mansion, now Wario World. All of them single-player games. I do believe we are due another multiplayer game, and specifically a 4-player one. Because the only 4-player multiplayer games we have are Mario Strikers and F-Zero GX, which, in my opinion, is the real definition of niche. And that's not a bad thing that they have these niche multiplayer games on there, but I do believe they need another strong multiplayer game, like a Mario Kart, like a Smash Brothers, like a Mario Party. So I do hope, and like, I do believe that maybe that means that the Pokemon games will be next, the Pokemon XD and Coliseum, because they're multiplayer. And the other two that we have confirmed, being Mario Sunshine and Fire Emblem, aren't. But we'll have to wait and see. I see someone in Dreams getting recorded Banjo. I did see that. In fact, if it is coming to Switch 2. Was Shrek 2 episode hard to do or easy? The Shrek 2 episode was pretty easy to do. I think that was one of the easier ones in Season 1 to do. Because I don't think there was many effects in that one. I think that one was just kind of like a very standard just review of the game. I didn't really do anything too crazy with that one. I think there's like an effect that had to do with putting the movie on the TV. There's an effect that had to do with like the Rolling Tomatoes. Had Jeb come in, so there's a little costume work, but it was not a hard episode to do by any stretch of the imagination. Do you ever bring out the uncut versions of your videos? What you mean by that? Like uncut versions? Like unedited? No. All of my videos are unedited. Or are edited, excuse me. All of my videos are edited videos. I don't release unedited versions. Like, I might, the thing is, like, I don't really have many bloopers. And, like, the bloopers I do get from, like, videos from, like, the ZakPak show and all that are, like, not the funniest. So, like, I don't, for me, unless, like, I did, was it bloopers for the skit I did with Chris back in the day, where we did the Ocarina Paradox video. I did bloopers for that because those bloopers were funny. You know, they were there, and because it was me, Chris, Caitlin. I don't remember if David had any bloopers. I don't think David had any. I mean, he had one line, but those bloopers were naturally funny. You know, there was chemistry between me and Chris, me and Caitlin, Chris and Caitlin. There's a chemistry there that made it to where when we messed up, there was laughs, there was goofs, you know? But, like, when it's just me, it's hard to, like, make a fun blooper reel when it's just one person working on everything. Do you still rage at videos compared to your old videos? I've tamed out, I've mellowed out a lot more as an adult, as opposed to before. I mean, I still rage, like, when I'm playing Mario Party, like, I'll still rage. But I definitely rage a lot less in, like, the single-player games when I'm doing, like, Zach Plays and such than I did, like, back when I was a teenager, you know? Like, because all those, like, original Zach Plays, like, when I did Battle for Bikini Bottom and the movie game and Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem, like, back in those ones that had the heavy rage, I was a teenager in those ones. Like, I'm 27 years old now. Like, it's been nearly 10 years since I've done those, which is freaking crazy. But you know, like, things have changed. I've mellowed out. Unless it's Mario Party. Mario Party, I still get energetic about. But not as much with those. I mean, then again, I haven't played those games. Well, I don't know. When I played Movie Game and tried to do the upgrade list run, what was that? 2023, maybe? 2023, I think I did that. Like, I was pretty ragey. Because it was so freaking hard because it was an upgrade list run. But on the whole, I think I've mellowed out. I think. Would Animal Crossing come to NSO? Maybe, but not anytime soon because of the Animal Crossing Switch 2 edition. If I'm being honest, Mario Party 4 through 7 is all I care about getting on NSO. Once again, Mario Party games on NSO, I'll be satisfied with my expansion pack membership. True. Yeah, I mean, those are the big ones for me, too. Obviously, Luigi's Mansion is my big one. But, like, the Mario Parties as well. And, once I get that's the thing, right? Your takeaway from NSO and its value completely depends on what you want out of it. Like, for me, it's like, I love a lot of different GameCube games. Like, I love Luigi's Mansion, the Mario Parties, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Baseball. I want to play some new ones. Like, I want to play Twilight Princess. I've never played that one before. And even though I have it, I would love to be able to play it on the Switch. It makes me sound freaking like, oh, I have it and I want to play it, but I want to play it on my Switch now. But yeah. Now we're at a point where about, 50 minutes in. I think once we hit the hour mark, so in about 10 minutes, I'll do some reacting to old ZakPak content. We'll reflect on some older videos because it's been 3 years since I did a since I did my last anniversary video where I did react to old content. So I think I'll do that in like 10-ish minutes or 15 minutes about. Sounds like you're putting a lot of passion into season 2, and that's the most important thing. Really excited to see what you cook. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited to see. Because, my update video was getting close to 2 weeks ago. So, obviously, my video output has been lesser, but it's because I'm working on a lot of this stuff. I do have videos planned, don't get me wrong. There is going to be a video coming out this coming week. About games I'm excited for in 2026. And then there's going to be another video next week where it's talking about, it's my yearly Nintendo, predictions for the year for 2026. So I do have content coming up. It's not like, you're not going to get any content until the ZakPak show season 2 or anything like that. It's just hard right now because things are very dry at the moment. Like, there's nothing to really talk about. Like, at least for me, right? Like Mario Tennis is the game I'm excited for in the new year, but I've already kind of did the videos I could really do about that game. The character and court predictions and my optimism video about the game. So there's not really much I could talk about until a new trailer comes out, which should be soon. The game comes out in about 2 months, and we only have one trailer for the game. We should be getting a new trailer for this game soon. Yeah, so that's, so as of right now, there's just not much to talk about, which does make it a perfect time for me to work on these projects before, let's say, a possible February Direct comes up, and, I don't know, Luigi's Mansion 4 gets announced. Just an example, and it's like, okay, now I have to juggle making Luigi's Mansion 4 content on top of wanting to do the ZakPak show. Which will be freaking wild if, again, Luigi's Mansion 4 is the thing that takes up a lot of my time, content creation-wise. But I do think, whenever Luigi's Mansion 4 gets announced, I do think it's going to really bump some much-needed energy into the channel, because that's what Luigi's Mansion 1 did. So I have a feeling what Luigi's Mansion 3 did. So Luigi's Mansion 4, I feel like, will push a bunch of much-needed energy into, reviving, because the channel, being honest, over the past month or so has slowed down a little bit, in terms of views, in terms of stuff like that. And like, as a YouTuber, you got to look at the numbers and you got to be like, not like what's going wrong, but like, what is the cause for this? And it's simply because of the fact that a lot of my channel revolves around Nintendo news and, things like that. And even like Luigi's Mansion 4 Concept Supercut, it performed well, but I wish it did better. Like, 14,000 views is good. I'm happy with 14,000 views. Like, it was a worth it endeavor. Like, for me, anything over 10K views for that video made that endeavor worth it. Because remember, I've been working on that video for a long time. So, the 14,000 views thankfully makes the video worth it. But I feel like it's still not what I was hoping for. I was thinking, okay, maybe I can hit 20, But that's me being greedy. That's the YouTuber, like, wanting more out of a project kind of thing. Yes, so if you have videos to suggest me reacting to, from my back catalog, you're more than welcome to put them, into, to suggest them, and I'll consider reacting to them. I had a couple videos specifically I wanted to react to, but like, I'm heavily open to taking suggestions for that. Ugh, excuse me. What made you want to start doing YouTube? So what made me want to start doing YouTube was, simply at the time I was a kid, I just wanted to have a hobby. Like, at that time when I was a kid, I had my mental health wasn't great. I had recently moved to a new school. I was just starting off, and not that I was struggling to make friends. Like, I was doing a decent job at making friends at this new school, but like, I was still trying to get myself to open up, and because like by the end, before I had moved to this new school, I had closed myself off a lot. I was very reclusive. I was very much like introverted. Like, I had made myself a very introverted person, and I wanted to kind of force myself out of that, and making YouTube videos and putting myself out there a little bit just seemed like a natural way for me to do so, and it worked. I'm much like, if you look at those first videos, you could see how unenergetic I am, how kind of shy I seemed, and how much I've changed over the course of the years as I was doing these YouTube videos. So that's kind of why I started. Let's see. Speaking of Mario Party, when do you think we'll get the next Mario Party on Switch 2, or the first two exclusive Mario Party? And do you think it'll be a Superstar sequel? And if so, do you think it'll have GameCube board and support boards or both? I personally don't think they're going to do a Superstars 2. I think they're going to do just a new Mario Party. I do think it'll do more kind of like what Jamboree did, where it'll take old boards and new boards, combine them, have some old mini games in there with the new mini games, combine that as well. I like that approach personally. I like having new and old. It could include GameCube boards, for all I know, it could. As for when it could come out, I'm thinking 2027 personally. Only because obviously we got Jamboree this year. I'm assuming Jamboree TV this year, the Switch 2 version of Mario Party. I'm assuming they'll want to give that game a year or two to kind of like settle, and then I think 2027 is when we'll get the first big Switch 2 exclusive Mario Party. You got me feeling sentimental for a time I wasn't even around for. I found you through the RebelGamingClub 2 stuff. Yeah, hey, Pac-Man World. A lot of people came around like that's what I mean. Like, when like my channel goes through like waves, right? Like, there's eras I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, whereas like Pac-Man World 2 Repack is like its own era, right? Because I got a lot of people that came around during that era when I was talking about Pac-Man World 2 Repack. And I wasn't expecting it. I remember when I made my video talking, like when I reacted to Pac-Man World 2 Repack, I did not expect people to really tune into that. Not that I didn't expect people to tune into it. I expect people to care about it because it was something that is relevant to the channel. I just didn't expect it all to blow up like it did. Like, what? Those old videos, oh, I unlisted them now. But like, if I go to my playlist, playlists, not reactions. Oh, sorry about that. Nope. Stop. Let me go to, where is it? Repack 2 coverage. Stop. That was, hello, stream. You good? Those videos, it doesn't say in the playlist. The 10 important details video, that was the big one. Yeah, 20,000 views. I didn't expect 20,000 people nearly 21,000 people to show up for that video. I did not expect that. So, like that's huge. Like, that's freaking huge. That 21,000 people and nearly 200 people commented on that too. Like, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of insane. Let's see here. Any Christmas videos coming, or a New Year's Eve live video? No. So for Christmas and New Year's, I'm going to be away. I'm going to be with family in the UK. I actually leave on Tuesday to head to the UK to see my family. So I've got like those 2 videos that I mentioned planned, the 2026 what I'm excited for, and the Nintendo 2026 predictions video. But I don't have like a dedicated like Christmas or anything video like that planned. I will be away, so either one of those videos could be delayed or pushed just because of the fact that I'm busy and might not have the time to edit, though I plan on editing on the flight, whatever. But yeah, maybe our first collab. Oh God, yeah, I would definitely be down to do our first collab. Are you saying the U.S. for going to UK? Okay, well, I just answered that. Would you go back on Twitch? Probably not. How do you fit YouTube in with work? With freaking a crowbar, and I don't even know how I make it work. I'll be honest. Dedication, stupidity, stubbornness. I make it work. Yeah, I do have a job. I have a 9-to-5 job. So okay, so I guess this is where I can pull up. Let me see if I can find, because yeah, I'll do that first. Maybe I won't react to the whole thing because I know that video is rather long. But sorry, just moving something. Let me see, Riders DX. Let me see if I can find that video. I think it was this one, right? Had to have been this one. Yeah, I think it was this one. This video, let me set the... Okay. I think you and I should do a collab. That would be awesome. Maybe someday. I mean, we do 2 completely different kinds of content, though, so I don't know how that would work. When did you meet RGT85? So RGT85, I knew from... Hey. Oh God, sorry about that. The Zakception. Sean, I met back in like we started talking back in like 2015, I want to say. We were just part of the same friend group, and we met at Too Many Games that year in 2015. And we were like all like me, Sean, and just a bunch of other people were like all in this like group chat from like 2015 to like 2019-ish. Like we were all pretty consistently talking in that group. Trying to think of any other YouTubers in there that you guys would know. Because it was like this is before like he met beat 'em ups or like, you know, no one like that. Trying to think if you guys would know any, because a lot of you guys came like after I've really not done much collaboration with all those people. I mean, if you go to the if you watch, and maybe that'll be a video I react to. The Too Many Games 2018 video, I think it is 2018. Like that's the kind of group of people that we were all. But this, of course, Sean was getting bigger by that time, so we had new friends. He wasn't with us, but did you hear Lamar Wilson passed away? I did hear that Lamar Wilson passed away. Very sad. Very sad. He was such a great YouTuber. I always loved his. I didn't really watch much of his content. Oh, because he didn't really upload much. But like anytime he did videos with like Dashy, like I loved his collaborations with like Dashy, with like Black Nerd Comedy, with Austin Evans, like all those collaborations that he did, I always loved watching, especially his ones with Dashy. The chemistry that those two had together on screen was like unmatched, seriously unmatched. Yeah. So anyways, I guess we'll get into reacting to old content. Let me switch to this. So this is the first video I ever did with Riders DX. This was April 29th, 2020. So nearly 6 years ago now. Like basically like 5.5 years ago. It feels crazy. Hold on, you didn't comment on the video, Riders? You didn't comment on the video that we did together? For shame. But no, so this is the first video that Riders and I ever did together, and it's a long one, so we're not going to react to the whole thing. We'll probably react to like 5 to 10 minutes. Chance time coming tonight. Oh yeah, we're so I mentioned earlier that we're doing a recording today for Mario Party. So for those of you who are interested in what match is going to be I don't think we're streaming it. Oh, I'm not streaming it. I'm Clark. I don't know if anyone's streaming it because this is going to be a pre-recorded session. I know Clark records things on his end, and he's more than welcome to upload the footage, obviously. But this is I brought it up to him like this is the footage I want to use for my Mario Party 6 video. So Pepper, if you ever watch the whatchamacallit, the oh God, Jesus Christ. Pladley, thank you, Pladley, for the $10 super chat. Maybe I should move that donation thing. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great holiday season. Thank you so much, Pladley. Thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. I do hope to have a good holiday season. Thank you, and that helps because this month's ad review is not that great. So thank you so much. So if you watch season 2, if you watch whenever the Mario Party 6 episode comes out, tonight's match is going to be the video that's part of that. I might do some more. Well, no, I think I'm going to do just one round for that. So there you go. Okay, so we're going to react to this video. Like I said, it came out in April of 2020. This is my very first ever, and not only is this my first ever collaboration with Riders DX, who nowadays we're really good friends. This is the first, I'm going to scare you with that. All good. I never expect super chats, so it's all good. So not only is this my first video with Riders DX, I think this is also the first time that we actually talked. On Discord, because like I think I DM'd him about doing a collaboration, and he said yes. And it was the first time that like we texted back and forth about it, and then we hopped in Discord call and basically said, let's just do this. I think we had like an outline of like what we were going to talk about, but it was the first time we had actually like done the collaboration or like done a conversation together. So we're gonna watch like 5 minutes of this because like I said, it's 55 or 53 minutes long. It's a long video. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but we'll watch a little bit of it to see the very first interactions I had with Riders DX. Hey guys, Zach here. I'm coming at you with a video today. I've got an awesome collaboration to do today. Would my fellow collaborator introduce himself?
Hi, my name is Riders DX, and yeah, I'm just known as like the lunatic that uploads a video on everything rehydrated related since before it was even announced. So, hello.
Yeah, welcome to the channel. It's a pleasure to have you on today.
I haven't watched this since I made it.
We're going to be talking a lot about Battle for Bikini Bottom. So, how this is going to go is I have 5 smaller topics to talk about. And last week I posted a community post, and I'm going to be going through...
Hold on. Congratulations on... what's the first console I ever got? Home console is virtual Xbox. Congratulations on 13 years. We appreciate all that you do. Thank you for being a content creator. Love your content. Oh, thank you, Star Wizard 25. It feels weird, like, you know, like it's, you know... 13 years is wild to me. But thank you so much. Thank you for thanking me. I mean, thank you for watching. All I do here is sit here and talk about Luigi's Mansion, SpongeBob, and Pac-Man. That's all I do. So thank you for wanting to actually watch the content. So yeah, might be the first video I'll watch with you and Riders. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's the first one we did.
What you guys had to ask and say, so it should be really fun. Anything you want?
This is back with my old icon, by the way. The old ZakPak
Y'all should subscribe,
icon.
Or Mrs. Puff will come for you.
Oh, Mrs. Puff and her jittery nature. Don't ask questions.
Yeah. Only you plan on streaming probably for another hour or so.
My favorite Battle for Bikini Bottom quote.
Maybe like an hour and a half.
Yep. I listen to it in my dreams and such, and so.
Oh, yeah. That's almost nightmare fuel, though.
Yeah. Well, this game has plenty of things that I would consider nightmare fuel.
I still can't believe this was 5 years ago.
As a kid, I just ate it up. I think SpongeBob in general has a lot of like nightmare fuelish things, so it's just the whole nature of the show.
I mean, seeing the SpongeBob snail when I was a kid kind of freaked me out.
And the fact that they included it on Cosmic Shake a couple years later is kind of crazy.
That was always an episode that I had a hard time watching as a kid because it actually did freak me out a little bit.
Yeah, and then like all the newer episodes with all the weird, gross stuff they do.
Yep.
Well, all right. So let's get started with the first topic, which is basically just talking about our childhood memories with the original Battle for Bikini Bottom.
This is going to be
we'll
weird.
Start with you. I'll start with the first question here. How old were you when you first played the game?
So it was in 2003, I think, is when the game came out. And so I was in 3rd grade. So I think I was like 9 or 10 when it first came out. And it's kind of funny because I found it in a Stop and Shop, which is a grocery store, in case y'all never heard of it.
Gotta love Stop and Shop.
Yeah, my Stop and Shop actually.
Only you and Ryder's been friends for 5 years now. So yeah, so like it's kind of weird to think that from this like little collab that I asked Riders to do with me, we did. I mean, I literally saw him earlier this week. We literally let me pull up the pictures here. I think I saved them. Yeah, literally just ooh, I don't want to dox anything. Just earlier this week we hung out. You know, like this was earlier this week, and that's Demeech in the middle. Like we literally just hung out. Like to think that like this little collaboration, me just asking like, do you want to do this video, like snowball affected into, you know, all the stuff that we did to, I mean, obviously he probably would have done the relief even, you know, if I wasn't there, but like all the stuff that like I've gotten to be part of the relief and, you know, hanging out at PAX and Too Many Games and doing our panel and you know, all that started
Wow.
from this silly
Like,
little
it had
video.
a PS2 that you could go and play and everything.
Like it's
Oh, wow.
weird.
And so, whenever my mom like dragged me to go shopping as a kid, she would always.
Did you have to manually add the speech bubbles when you both were talking? That seems really tedious. I've done similar stuff before the videos, and it's not fun. Yeah, I remember editing this one. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad because what I basically did was I recorded my audio and his audio separately, and I just basically I mean it was tedious still, but I timed the I'll keep it playing.
I'd
I'm
always
talking.
just
I'll turn it down maybe
go
so
to the
it doesn't.
gaming
It's
section
not too
because, I mean,
weird.
what else was a kid
But
Exactly. Well, I go look at the utensils.
but like I basically
Yeah, I guess
clipped
so.
it to
And
fit
then
to our
I saw the
waveforms and
game
how
on,
the
like, this
audio
glass
looked in
case over
the
there.
video
Like, oh,
editor.
this looks kind of cool. I like SpongeBob. I've never played like a SpongeBob game before. Well,
Are
actually,
doing
no,
lives
scratch
with
that.
people
I
and
think I
Sheriff
played
and memes from the
plenty
UK.
of months
Yeah,
before I
it's
got
funny enough. Sheriff and I have talked quite a bit
So,
too, and
my
we've
mom,
I think we've even
like,
mentioned
never
like
bought
meeting
me
in the
video
past,
games.
but it
It was
never
always
ended
my
up
dad.
happening.
Like, my mom just refused.
But maybe someday because
For
I'm over
some
in the
reason.
UK a lot, so maybe
But
I'll meet
I
Sheriff
begged
someday
and
and we'll do
pleaded
like a
with
little
my
video
mom
or
that
something
day
together.
to
That'd be good
please buy
fun.
me that game, and she finally relented and said yes.
How
And
did
the
Rise get to
rest
be on the
is
channel? I mean, like I
history.
said, just kind of
Yeah,
messaged him
and
about the collab,
let's see,
and he
what
said
did you
yes, and he
initially
just
think
kind
of
of
the
did it.
game when you first played it?
It's tough to remember. I'm pretty sure I loved it because I played it nonstop. I remember. I just remember this one memory vividly when I was a kid.
I'll turn it up a little
I
bit
was
more.
really sick, and I was vomiting every day.
Oh,
and
that's a
I
fun thing
was
to raise
out
the
of
volume
school
too.
for about 3 weeks.
And I
to a
remember,
month.
like, obviously we
And
recorded this during
so
COVID
it
too.
was
So
a
I was
very
at home.
tough
I wasn't
time
even
for
like in
me.
my
Like, I
college
just
dorm.
did
I was
not
at
feel
home,
good throughout the
and
whole duration of that.
and
Then there was
I was
one
recording this
day
in
that
my living room
mom
because
went
my
to
brother is being noisy
buy medicine
upstairs, and I had to,
briefly,
or
and
no,
she
I
came
think
back
it was
and just
before we
kinda
even
looked
got the
after
strong
me.
Wi-Fi, so I had to be
And
nearer
while
to
she
the
went out,
router,
I
which was
sat
down in the
down
living
and
room because I wanted to
went
make sure there
downstairs
wasn't
and
any audio issues.
turned
Because
on
I
the
just
Xbox
recorded his
and played a
audio
little bit
from
of Bikini
Discord.
Bottom. And when I
He's
played
Zach.
it,
He is. I mean,
I
he's
stopped
very
feeling
popular. He's made a
nauseous.
very
Like,
big
I
name for
got
himself.
so sucked into the world that was Valve Bikini Bottom, and I forgot that I was sick. And there was not a lot of games I feel like in my childhood that did that to me, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was in that moment that I knew that I loved this game and that I was going to love it for a while. And so I don't remember too many things when I was a kid with playing the game, to be honest, but that's a memory that sticks out so much to me because it was in that moment that I'm like, wow, this game is really good.
Yeah, it's just proof that Battle for Bikini Bottom can heal all wounds.
Yes.
Yeah, and the last question here is, what game system did you first play it on? Because I think you said Xbox, right?
Yeah, it was Xbox. I think I got the PC version a few years later, actually, but I have no recollection of how that played, so...
Yeah, because the PC version was completely different, I think.
It was completely different. I
How'd you
think
get
it was
involved with
just
Toon Tris?
a bunch of mini games, basically. I think similar to...
You know what? I could pull up that video because I think I want. Yeah, I said 5 minutes for this video. Hold on. I gotta find it because the video is not on my channel. Because it's on the Game Explain channel. This is back. So, what do you? Hold on. Let's see, would it be here? So How I Met Tris, is, basically I was, what's this? Okay. Where is it? They didn't delete the video, did they? I hope not. No, they privated it. Okay, well there's a video that they did. Basically, so Chris and I were friends, obviously. Chris and I were friends back in 2019. CC Media, I should say, for clarity. CC Media and I were friends back in 2019 is when we first got connected, when we first became friends. And then we met in 2021. Chris ended up coming to New York, and we hung out, we did videos together. For those of you who were around in 2021, you probably saw those videos. And Chris at that time in 2021 was working at GameXplain. And Tris, being near the New York City area, they came to meet Chris because they did the show together, the Chris and Tris show over on GameXplain. And they wanted to film something at Nintendo New York. So they did this little Chris and Tris episode at Nintendo New York, where it's kind of like a store tour, and I was actually the person holding the camera. I was the cameraman in that video. And that was when I met Tris. We all hung out. We went to Nintendo New York together. We got pictures together. It was really fun. Me and Tris got along really well. And, from there, me and Tris stayed connected. And we still very much talk quite a bit. We literally, we didn't miss each other privately, but we're in servers together. We, chat and interact with each other all the time. We play Mario Party a bit. But yeah, it was back in 2021 when I met Tris, with Chris. And if it wasn't for Chris, even though Chris and I don't talk anymore, our lives just went in two completely different directions. I owe a whole bunch to, and he's literally working on an independent short film right now. He's doing his thing. He has a Kickstarter for his new short film. I even shared it, and he's, thanked me. And so, Chris and I are on good terms, and he is the reason that, I got to meet people like Tris, who got me connected with a bunch of other people. That's why, since the 10-year anniversary live stream, I've met so many great people through, because of Chris, that I met Tris, and then I met Alec, and then I got connected with, Yo Schiller, Nintendo Fangirl, Daniel from GVG. I've met so many people, and I've had so many great opportunities, and I've done so much. And the Mario Party Madness crew too. I got to meet Clark and all the people in the Madness crew, and Zoom Zyke, the identifying luck Mario Party guy. I got to do a video with him. I've done multiple videos with him. It's just so crazy that, all of this is probably honestly because of Chris. Chris, I want to give Chris his flowers. He does not do Nintendo content anymore. He's not in the Nintendo gaming sphere anymore like he was back when he was in GameXplain and did CC Media. But he helped me develop some video editing skills. He taught me a lot. He was a great friend. He was very supportive. He was really fundamental in helping me build up my confidence that what I was doing on YouTube was good, and that I should really refine my skills and get better and build myself up. So yeah, that's that. How are you not a member of GameXplain yet? So, fun story. I don't know if I've ever told this story. But, back when Chris left GameXplain, so this is back in late 2021, early 2022, Chris had left GameXplain to pursue his passions of filmmaking. And, obviously his spot had opened up. And so I had applied. To to work at GameXplain, and I went through the application process, and I actually made it to the final round. It was me, someone else, I think Ian from Lying Tuna, I think he said he made it to the finals, and Jake Steinberg. And we made it. I think there could have been other people too. I don't know if anyone else made it to the final stage. But we had to submit a video. I had to do an interview. And I just made it to that last stage, and I ended up not getting the job. Jake ended up getting it, just simply because Jake, I mean, we all know Jake, in case you don't, he's a lot more energetic. He's got more of a humorous personality. Like, he's got more, I guess, character than me. And that's not like me putting myself down. It's just a fact of the matter. I'm a little more, vanilla, I guess. Like, I'm not like, the most charismatic person. I'm just pretty me, and then Jake is very eccentric. He's very out there. He's very outgoing. He's very like, he's got a strong, that's the word. He's got a strong personality. I've got a more mellow personality, at least in my eyes. So I think Andre literally told me, because me and Andre are cool. Obviously, Andre's done stuff for the channel. I'm cool with everyone from Game Explain, which is, I think, pretty cool. But Andre or Tom, or it might have even been Tris, someone told me that the only reason I didn't get the position was because Jake was just exuberated personality. Like, he just had that energetic, bold personality that Andre was kind of looking for. So that's the only reason I didn't get the job. And plus now, Game Explain, given how much YouTube has changed over the years, they don't get the viewers that they used to, so Andre couldn't afford to keep a full team, so now it's just him and Tom, and occasionally Nick will do some, like, freelance stuff for them. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if I did get hired in 2022, I would have been laid off 2 years later. I mean, granted, it would have gotten me a foot in the door in the industry, but I would have been in a really tough spot if I didn't know, like, if I just lost my job, and, But that's a whole other thing. Also, am I right? You're also your friend Connor Condry. Yeah, me and Connor, we don't talk a lot. Like, I'll pop in his streams, and I'll make fun of him every now and again. But I do love Connor. Everyone, like, doing the Mario Party Championships with him was fun. Doing, Mario Party Madness with him was fun, getting him involved in that. I think I was the person to tell Clark to get him involved, because, he's a good Mario Party player. He's a funny guy. He's really cool. And he's just like, I don't know, like, whenever I play Mario Party with him, I know it's going to be BS, but I have fun while doing it. Like, it's like having a rivalry with him. Like, I always like, it's one of those things that you kind of do as a content creator, right? Especially, like, in what I'm doing, with, the Mario Party stuff, whenever in Mario Party Madness, it's a show at the end of the day. Like, you gotta kind of play up your, emotions and just kind of have fun with it. Like, for me and Connor, right, it's like, yeah, he has BS luck and it's all this, but, like, it's also just kind of fun to kind of make fun of him and be like, oh my god, Connor's this, Connor's that, playing a show, having a rivalry. It's a show. It's theatrics. It's to make it all look just kind of fun. Any Age videos to react to? I don't want to react to those because I remember reacting to them in my 10-year anniversary one, so I don't want to react to those again. I want to react to some stuff that I didn't react to last time, or at least don't remember reacting to, because I do remember reacting to those. One thing I do want to react to, though, where is it? I'm not going to react to the whole thing, because, again, it's kind of longer, but I want to react to, come on, where is it? Here. The Nintendo Switch 2 launch, the launch, video. Like, the launch vlog, I should say. Because this was a really fun video to do. It was, I mean, it's a newer video. It's from this year. But it's one that it's definitely one I'm going to look back at really, really fondly, because there was a lot of collaborators in there. Obviously, Nintendo Fangirl and Yo Schiller were heavily in that video. And obviously some of the Mario Party Madness crew were in there. I got to meet Chicken Dog. I got to to see Alex, C, and D. Well, it was my first time really properly talking to him. I got to meet C and D. It was such a fun spectacle of an event. Turn this down so that I can talk over it, because this one was your first ever video. I will react to my first video. I definitely did react to that before, like in my 10-year anniversary, but I'll react to that one again because it was my very first video. It's like you kind of have to. You have to react to what started it all. But yeah, like this was just 6 months ago. Like all that. Well, I rearranged the shelves a little bit, and like what was on the shelves, but all of that was like.
But without any further ado, stop blathering on, Zach. Let's just get right on into the vlog.
My little walk to the subway. Yeah, early June. This is so weird. It does not feel like this was 6 months ago. So, this was like this to me like meeting. Well, I had met Nintendo Fangirl. I'm gonna take my headphones off because it's kind of distracting for me. Meeting Nintendo Fangirl, well, seeing Nintendo Fangirl and Yo Schiller again, because I had seen them both. Like I'd met them both before this. But Nintendo Fangirl, I only got to see briefly at PAX East in 24. So it was nice to get to spend more time with her because I didn't really get to spend much time with her at PAX East, so it's nice to get to properly bond. And then Yo Schiller, I had seen multiple times. Well, at that point, actually, I'd only met him at PAX West, but we spent a decent amount of time together. We filmed a bit. We had fun, and then I was getting to see him here, and then I got to see him a couple months later at PAX West again this year. Really, really fun to get to actually spend some decent time with these people, and you know, we spent 30 hours together. You know, so like usually, like you spend that much time with people, and like. For me, like, I have very light social batteries. They drain easily. I'm gonna take his hat off now. My social batteries drain pretty easily. I get tired. I get, like, want my own space. But, like, the whole 30 hours I spent with these two was heavily worth it. My social batteries, even though I got tired, because I pulled an all-nighter. I was up for 30 hours straight. I remember being exhausted. But it still was so much fun to do this once in a lifetime. Well, I don't know if it's once in a lifetime. We could very much end up doing this again whenever the Switch 3 or like the next Nintendo console comes out in like 7 years time. But like that's like 2033 we're talking. So like, you know, actually Sam and I, you know, Yo Schiller went to his hotel room to fall asleep and get some rest. Me and Sam like pulled an all-nighter together, and it's so fun to look at because, like, again, at PAX East in 2024, me and Sam did not spend much time together. I think we just kind of did a little like hello, nice to meet you, general kind of talking, and then goodbye. So getting to actually probably get to know her, we played some games together, we chatted, we got Starbucks, it was just fun. And that's the thing, right? You get to know like these people that you usually just see on a screen, you interact with on a Discord call, and you spend a decent amount of time with them, and it's like these people genuinely do become your friends. Like when you actually like it's weird, right? Because like I've always made friends doing this content creation stuff. Like I like love every second of spending time with all these people, like Sam and Brad, or Yo Schiller. I don't know if his full name's not Yo Schiller, Riders DX, all these people that it's like I got to talk with them on Discord, but to actually get to hang out with them and me, and it's just so nice because all these people do legitimately become your friends. And I do view Sam, you know, Nintendo Fangirl, I do view Yo Schiller, definitely Riders DX. Like I view these people as my friends. And, you know, we've grown close over these past couple years. And it's so nice to have these people to where Yo Schiller messaged me the other day about doing a collab, about, you know, or like, you know, playing a game for his channel. I wasn't available, but so I couldn't do it. But it was just the matter of he thought to reach out to me about doing a Mario Kart video together. He thought to reach out to me to do a Kirby Air Riders collab, even though I don't have the game. Like he wanted to do like these are things that like friends would do. Reach out to you and be like, hey, let's do something together. Like, I don't know. So like experiences like this, you know, really solidified a lot with me, like how much I love these people that I've collaborated with, grown to know, and hang out with and talk to. And I think up soon is the Mario Party Madness crew, meeting or seeing them, because I met them before. I met them at we did like a barbecue that I was invited to. In fact, let me skip to that section, because there's a lot of me and Nintendo Fangirl at the beginning, because Yo Schiller went away and we wanted to do some content. So there we go. So meeting Shell Shocked. I met Shell, you know, before. Maple was there. Obviously, you'll see him in a little bit. And Silver was there. Like, all these people I know through the Mario Party Madness crew. They invited me. Well, Hito, who was not in this video, invited me to a barbecue. And that's where I met all of them in person. I met all of them, like in through the Mario Party Madness server. But you know, seeing all these people again in the line. Like, there's Maple. Like, seeing all these people in the line was such a cool experience, because most of the time I just play Mario Party with them. You know, I hung out with them once at a barbecue last year. Like, it's like getting to actually truly spend some decent time with these people, even though like I saw them a little bit less than like Yo Schiller and Nintendo Fangirl. Still getting to see them on this line, experiencing this all together was so nice, was so cool, and it's definitely a YouTube highlight of mine from these past 13 years. I think this is one of the coolest experiences I had as a YouTuber, getting to call off of work, see some people that are part of this crew that I'm part of. It's just so cool, so amazing. And you know, I'm not going to react to this whole video, but I will skip ahead to when we go inside and get the Switch 2s. Like, this is the start of a new era. This is the start of you know, the new system, the new Nintendo system. Because like when the Switch came out, I was in college, I was doing my own thing. When the Wii U came out, I was in high school. So now it's like I'm an adult, I was able to go to these events, I saved up some money, I was able to do all this, meet people like Chicken Dog, and do all this really cool stuff. And it's like because of the fact that I've worked so hard over the past 13 years on this channel, like, you know, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna switch back to face cam for a sec here. Being real with you guys, I hope that like also the audio was fine there, whereas like I was able to talk and like the background audio of the video wasn't too much. But being real for a sec, right? I mean, it's very well known that I've dealt a lot with like mental health struggles and depression and anxiety, and I think it's just an understatement how much doing YouTube and doing this channel and everything, you know, I've done up to this point, how much all of that has impacted. Like, now this is where I'll react to the very first video I've done, because now a lot of my older videos are public. Actually, maybe those are going to be some of the videos I react to now. Oh God, yep, we could already see. So yeah, so going back to what I said before I react to this video, just how much like doing this channel and like how much it's helped me, not obviously just grown as my channel, but like personally as a person as well. Like, it's just wild to me. Like it's like hi Luigi Power Star, how are you? Like it's just crazy. Let's see, what was that video where you went to the Luigi Mansion 2 HD from the Nintendo USA store? Okay, I'll look that up next. I played the Switch 2 as soon as you got home at midnight launch. I did not play it. I got home, I recorded stuff with Yo Schiller, and then I just went to bed. I was like, Yo Schiller went back to his hotel, I went to bed, and I didn't play until the next day, really, because I was so tired. I remember being absolutely exhausted after all of that. So let me let me go back to this. This is the first video I ever uploaded to show December 19th, 2012. I was a freshman in high school. This is baby Zach. Little young baby Zach. Yeah. This is before, I mean, nowadays everyone's doing videos like, you know, in portrait mode now, but like yeah. Anyways, here you guys go. Young ZakPak in Game Collection Part 1. How old? I was 14 in this video. I was 14. Let's turn it up because you guys can barely hear it.
I'm the Ultimate Game Reviewer, and I'll be having probably someone else on this channel as well. I'll do my own segments for this channel, and they'll do their own.
You could just see the difference, right?
All right.
Like in my attitude.
It's gonna be taking a look back, like I said on my other YouTube channel, the Ultimate Game Reviewer, which after the holiday season, I'm actually gonna delete that channel. Just so you guys.
Yeah, I had another channel that I tried before this, before I settled on this one.
Video is gonna be a game collection video of every single game I own, well, at least almost every single game I own, and yeah, that's it. We're gonna be starting with the smallest group here, which is my Nintendo 64.
Yeah, so these are the N64 games I had growing up.
We have 7 games. Not much. Could be more. Could be less. So here we go.
Oh, it's so shy.
I want to show you. They're in pretty good condition. Yeah, this one's in better condition.
Well, if you can hear my dad working in the kitchen. He's still here. It's still up.
2, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
Yep.
Both really amazing games.
Proof that I've grown up with those games.
Another. These ones are a little beat up. Not beat up, but like have tag residue. Mario Parties 2 and 3. Good games as well. I like this one more though.
There you go, Clark. There's your reassurance that I've always been a Mario Party 3 stan.
Well, this one.
Maybe I'll. I don't think Clark's watching, so I'll send that clip to Clark.
But Diddy Kong Racing. Sorry.
Games box, not at that point. My box game or my boxed N64 collection really didn't start until I became an adult and could actually like buy and afford, like that kind of expensive stuff.
I think everyone's gonna know this one. GoldenEye.
Yeah, it's GoldenEye.
007. It's an okay condition. Not written on. Got a little bit of stuff, but not bad. And this one's in pretty good condition, I'll have to say.
Pretty good condition.
Pretty good condition. Super Mario 64.
Classic.
Which everyone knows that game. That has a Nintendo 64 anyways. I'm gonna get my next. Actually, no. There is one. There are 2 systems. I have less games for.
I didn't cut this out, did I?
Get some.
I don't think I cut. Nope. So yeah, so this is like you can tell like this is like I had not lived. So by the time this video came out, I think because so for some context, I moved in with my dad. So this is my dad's old apartment, and I moved in with my dad when I was 14, and for the first few months, because like, this is my dad's bedroom originally, and for the first few months, I had actually just had like a little bed set up in the living room, and I slept in the living room for the first few months that I was living there. And basically, like, I bet I have to be able to find. So I had this channel. I don't think I ever ended up deleting it. It was called the Ultimate Game Reviewer, which is a channel that I had before I started this one. And I did upload a few game reviews from like when I first moved in there, when I had my bed in the living room. And I think my dad decided he wanted to give me the bedroom, because I was a teenager and, I wanted my privacy, whatever. And my dad decided to give me his bedroom. And I think this was like right, because obviously there's no decorations. There's suitcase, some clothing. Actually, I think these are still my dad's clothes. Like, I think this was like when I just started using that bedroom. So yeah, it's weird looking back. We moved out of that apartment. I mean, before I even graduated from high school, like nearly 10 years ago. Like, it's crazy to think that I haven't been there in 10 years. I've walked past that apartment building. It's in New York City still, and I've walked past that apartment building, and you know, sometimes on my way to things, and I'm like wow, like it's been so long. Like I don't know, like it feels so weird to feel so sentimental and to, I mean, not really. Like when you're like, it was so long ago now, you know, or at least it feels so long ago. I don't know. Tennis dropped a teaser for Luigi's Mansion 4. Ha 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 ha. You're funny, Nick. This video is so relatable. I make videos like this to keep my voice way down so my parents wouldn't hear me. Well, that's not even what it was. Like, that's not even what it was. I was just very quiet back then. Like, I was so shy. Like, this was me stepping out of my comfort zone. Like, even that review show, I wish I could find it. It was all just so, I was so quiet. I was so shy. I was so different. I was so freaking different. And yeah, I mean, very clearly back then,
Not much.
I did not edit. Just got up.
Big on modern games, but here's my PSP collection.
It's crazy. I'm not big on modern games as I hold up PSP games. That's how old this video is. PSP was still considered, I don't even think it was considered modern, because I think the PS Vita had kind of come out at that point. Like, I think that was the year the Vita came out. But, like, the PSP was not retro yet.
PSP collection here, and I have my Xbox over here.
Yeah, and the Xbox 360, oopsies.
Alright,
The Xbox 360 was
I don't
still
really
the
have anything to say
console.
about
The
these.
Xbox One hadn't come out yet.
Sims 2, Sonic Rivals 2, good game. I actually really like this game. Thrillville Off.
Oh, Thrillville. That's a throwback.
SpongeBob, Truth or Swear. And finally, Worms, Open Warfare.
Worms. PC games back then? Nah, I was not much of a PC. I had, so PC games, I wouldn't have showed them off in this video. I had like, in fact, do I still have them?
Sims Pets, and I also...
I know I had like a couple PC games, but they were like Roller Coaster Tycoon's the only really big one.
Is it complete? Doesn't have the exact manual, but it's nearly complete. Two great games right here. Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. There we go.
Still have them both.
Good games. Good games.
Still have them both.
Not everyone likes this game. I don't know why I reviewed
From the
it
Power
on
region?
YouTube.
Yeah, so like some of those games, because obviously, you know, because I have family in England, sometimes my family in England would get me games. Like some of those PSP games. I think Sonic Rivals was, I think Worms was. In fact, I mean, I still have them. Are they out on display, or... I think those might be packed away, because I don't play the PSP much. Oh, no, they're there. Like, hold on. Apparently, I don't have Worms anymore. I don't see Worms, but, I mean...
I'm not that big on...
You guys ready for this?
games.
Watch this. Ready?
Here's my PSP
So yeah, there's
collection.
5 there. I only have 4 of them. I don't have Worms anymore. I don't know where that one is.
Collection here. And I have my Xbox over here. Alright.
Ready?
I don't really have anything to say about these, so just Sims 2.
Sims 2. Sonic Rivals 2. The PAL one.
I actually really
This
like
one, Thrillville?
game.
Yeah, Thrillville. And then...
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Like I still have all of them. Like it's so weird. Like, and I don't have that one. But like all of these games, like from I'm showing off in this video, I still have. I still have.
Believe me, my Nintendo, GameCube, and DS have a lot more. But
Let me see.
Xbox 360.
Any equipment like a computer and a mic from back then? No. So back then, so I got when I was a freshman in high school, I got my very first cell phone. And this would have been like the iPhone 4 or like 4S, I think. Actually, I think it was the 4S. I think the 5 came out like later that year. So it would have been recorded. This would have been recorded on my iPhone 4S. So that's what back then. I didn't use equipment. Like I didn't use microphones and equipment. Like I didn't use any of that back then. Back then it was just you record it on your phone. I mean, it's almost like TikToks nowadays. You just record on your phone and upload. So that's what I did. You know, that's what I did back then. You know.
Sims Pets.
Hold on. Let me grab. Hold on. Let me predict what 360 games I'm about to show. Well, I saw one of them. It's Sims Pets. Where is it? Okay. I think I'm going to show 5 360 games. Well, how many are there? 1, 2, 3. Oh, looks like 6. I might be missing one. But I think these 5 games. Hold on. I'm going to show them as I show them.
360 games.
Because these are all also childhood copies.
Sims Pets.
Sims Pets.
I need to pick it up at my other house. I have the Sims 3 case.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. The Sims 3 case is still back there.
Is it complete? Doesn't have the exact manual, but it's nearly complete.
Back then.
2 great games right here. Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. There we go.
Still have them. And how long my videos were? Same length as the ones I upload now. Nothing too crazy.
Not everyone likes this game. I don't know why. I reviewed it on my past channel. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yep. Got one more.
And, of course, Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yep. All right. What's the other one?
I think, for my Xbox, I think I'm getting more.
Oh, no, that's it. Okay, yeah, I had it. I had it
I
right.
think I'm getting like 3, 4.
I had it right.
I guess.
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
More Nintendo 64 games for Christmas, and,
Oh, no.
probably not any PSP.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
It's crazy. Like, all of these games are like, these are the ones I had in my childhood. Like, this Black Ops, I played this Black Ops all the freaking time, man. These Left 4 Dead, like, it's weird to think that, people, like, I always feel like people look at my collection, like a lot of the stuff I had as a kid and I got when I was a kid. But, like, I only got a lot of it because I went to flea markets and I went to, like, you know, I got things for, like, $1 or $2 a piece, you know? Like, that's how I got a lot of my collection. Obviously, as an adult, I splurge a little more money on some of the bigger things. But, like, look, you know, there's some cool stuff here. Let's see. What else? What other consoles am I going to show? A Wii. Wii is next.
It's my Nintendo.
Okay, hold on. Let me predict my Wii collection. Hold on. Let me predict my Wii. Hold on. I could do this. This one should be easy. Oh, wait a minute. Is it that one? This one. Okay. All right. It looks like I have more in that stack. So I might be missing. I might have forgotten something, but I know these ones are in this video. I know these ones are there.
The Wii collection
And I know I saw.
right here. Quite a few. Not
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm definitely missing some, or at least they might be in there.
Of course, pretty much every Wii owner has to own this.
Yep.
Brawl. I am a fan of the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's a good series.
And that was the newest
Also,
game at the
this is
time.
game everyone's bound to have, pretty much, nearly.
Oh, Mario Kart. I don't have that. How do I not have Mario Galaxy?
It's not a good game. I mean, a lot of people are big fans of it, but it's okay. It's not amazing.
Ooh.
As amazing as everyone says.
Ooh, that's a hot take. That's a hot take, young Zach. Oh, that's...
Mario Party 8.
Yeah. I think Paper Mario is the other one that I don't have.
Wii.
Oh, I don't have Mario Kart. Dude, I'm missing a lot of Wii games.
Guitar Hero. Legend of
Oh, I was right the
Guitar.
first time.
Over there.
I thought, cause I had World Tour, and I thought, wait, maybe I have both.
Recorder.
Oh,
Family Game Night.
Yeah.
2. And Deal or No Deal.
yup. Okay, so I was wrong. I got this Guitar Hero later.
Right,
I thought I got World Tour first, but it was
I'm gonna
Legends of
do
Rock.
2 parts. This part's gonna end off with the Game Boy.
The Game Boy. Oh, that one I don't know. I had so many games. I had a lot of Game Boy games when I was a kid. That was like the main. That was the main game console I really played a lot when I was like a kid. Was like the Game Boy Advance. God. Oh, okay. I'll just put these to the side. Guess I'll just put these here for now. But yeah, it's crazy. Like looking back at this and being like, you know, this is where it all started. This is the reason why you guys have to deal with this stupid face every week uploading videos and doing live streams, is because of this prick from 13 years ago. Doing videos like this, showing off my game collection.
Super Mario Brothers Deluxe. I actually gotta keep that here because there's something funny. And
What's funny, Zach?
Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Naturally, yeah.
Donkey Kong Country. Most of these games were from when I was a kid, so there's a lot of Mario stuff. Mario's Golf and Mario Tennis.
Great games. Come to NSO, please.
Which these are actually my favorite Game Boy Advance games.
Still are. Have not changed that much, Zach.
Pac-Man Collection.
I love that game. Proof that I was a Pac-Man fan back then.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I have all the Mario handheld RPGs, I believe. Mario Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi Partners of Time, and Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
Those were the only Mario and Luigi games at the time. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, Bowser's Inside Story. That's just to put into perspective how old this is.
Mario Pinball Land.
What a game.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And there's some more. These two I got in the mail. I had them shipped to me about a week or so ago. Metabots. Which one was it? Metabots.
Don't know why I wanted that.
Rokushoyor AX.
It must have been because there's another game that I wanted
okay,
in
now
that.
This is a funny story. Remember when I was talking about this? Mario Brothers Deluxe? Well, this is pretty much the Mario 1 game. And I also, in the mail...
Super Mario Advance? Yeah, that's why I got it. Okay.
Mario Brothers 2. Pretty much. And for the last game, which I have actually 2 copies of, Super Mario Brothers 3. So, pretty much, I have Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 right here, which is pretty cool.
Pretty
Plus, I
cool.
have extra copies of third one. Okay, so that's it for part 1 of this episode, and the first of its kind, and I hope I can do good. So, make sure to check out other videos when they come out. Make sure to subscribe, And see you later.
Didn't you don't care for RPGs nowadays? Yeah, I mean, even back then, I didn't care much for RPGs. As you could see, there's very minimal RPG-age in there. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna actually also react to an older video. So there's this playlist here, the old school ZakPak playlist. Originally, all of these 4 videos were the only things on here before. But I added, I added a bunch more to the catalog. So these are all old videos that you can watch now. When did you get a GameCube? Oh, I got a GameCube when I was a kid. I think it was like, well, I mean, it was late. Like, I got a GameCube late. I want to say it was like 2006, 2007. Which, yes, the Wii was out by that point, but like the GameCube was cheaper. But I think we also did end up getting a Wii eventually. But trying to see which one of these videos. Because I think I'll only react to one. I'll let you guys watch the other ones if you want to watch these. I mean, these are all like, they're all 12 years old. I will watch. Let's do this one. So yeah, this is the old channel, the Retro Gaming Geeks. God, this is throwback, man. This was my editing. This was my editing back then. Funny that GameCube was considered semi-modern at the time. I mean, yeah, look at this GameCube collection from back then. I mean, Luigi's Mansion, I only have the disc for it, so I had this really bad case. I didn't even have Mario Party 4, and Mario Party 5 was disc only. I mean, those are my childhood copies. I don't have the original childhood copy of 5 anymore. Or 6 for that matter. I do believe the copy of Mario Party 7 that I have. Well, no, because I ended up getting the big box version of Mario Party 7. So, no, I don't have the original Mario Party 7 anymore. I do believe Mario Tennis is the original one. Shark Tale and Shrek 2, I believe those are both the original ones. Battle for Bikini Bottom is not original. Movie, obviously, is not original. Lights, Camera, Pants is... Yeah, I think like a majority of these games are the original ones. Oh, sorry. I think this might be too loud, by the way. Sorry, that might have been too loud. So, yeah, that's the collection when I first started. I think that was after I recorded the first video. So, yeah, so I believe... Oh, I'm trying to remember. Because I still have my original... Do I have the original GameCube? No, I have the original GameCube controller that I had. But I don't know if I have the... I don't remember. But yeah, these are the games I had, well, I think when I first started. And then it grew to that. Well, I don't think that's really even that much of a growth because, I mean, those 2 Genesis games were new. I think I had those I mean, that's from 2008. I had that. That was my Retron 3, which I hated. At Games, little handheld. I got my Wii U then. Some little arcade joysticks. When did you end up liking Luigi's Mansion? Well, Luigi's Mansion was the first game I got with my GameCube. It was Luigi's Mansion and Mario Party 6. I did not know what to expect with Luigi's Mansion. And I ended up being not scared of it, but it gave me such a weird feeling. Kind of like on that uneasy feeling. I mean, what? It was 2007, I assume. So I was 9 years old. And then I played that. Look at all those. Look at my lack of real care, or not lack of care, but like lack of a real proper system of storing my systems. My Wii U and my Dreamcast were on top of my 360, which was on a shelf above my original Xbox. Both my original PlayStation 1s were on the ground. Wii was kind of just standing there. Like this is like not efficient. And then a little Koopa Troopa walking by. Adorable, Zach. Adorable.
What is up, gamers?
Oh, I had it turned up right because my audio is so low.
Here. Great day today. Pretty good pickups. First off from Craigslist.
First of all, Zach. Zach, my boy. who allowed you to get that haircut? Well, my dad is the person who allowed me to get this haircut, but who allowed me to walk outside with that freaking haircut? Now, I'm not like, I'm not going to say I'm the best when it comes to styling my hair and, like, you know, having all the best styles. But that is rough. The fact that I did not get bullied in high school and had a haircut like that, it's pretty rough. I got Luigi mentioned late then. Yeah, I mean, because I didn't get a GameCube until late. I grew up with the original Xbox and then played a GameCube. I first played the GameCube in like 2004. Like, my stepbrother at the time had one, and I think that's when it was like when Mario Party 6 was like fresh and new. That's why Mario Party 6 was one of the first games I got, because I played it when it was new, and in 2004, and I loved it. I played with my stepbrother. We played Towering Treetop. I remember it, and it was so much fun. And then we couldn't get a GameCube until a couple years later. And yeah, Luigi Mansion's the first one I got. Other kids look like that. I don't know. Not in my... Well, maybe. I don't know. I was a freshman in high school. I learned as I got older. But...
The best deal in the world, but...
God.
A good deal, I think. I got a Sega Genesis Game Genie for $10.
I still have that, I think. Like, I can literally... It's so funny. I can literally point to most things I picked up in all of these videos and be like, yeah, I still have that. I still have that. I still have that. I mean, look how small... Like, this was my collection back then. Like, that's what I had. And then it grew to that mess.
Yeah, book with it, but there's no book. But I don't care. I'm just happy to have it. Beat that. And then I went to some video game stores.
Big GameCube games. Well, I think at the time, from what I'm remembering, GameCube, because back then, like, it's not like now where it's like game consoles barely get discounted or anything. Back then, in like 2006, 2007, like when the Wii had come out, they were basically giving GameCubes away. Like, they were like selling them for so dirt cheap because the Wiis could play GameCube games. So when the Wii came out, because I think I did get the GameCube after the Wii came out, but the Wii was like $200 when it launched, and GameCube you can get for like $50 or less. Like, GameCubes were so cheap, and I got it new in box. I remember, or maybe not, I don't know if it was new or pre-owned, but it was in the box. Because I remember, like, going into GameStop, and it was really cheap to get a GameCube, and you can get a couple of games. I want to say there was a deal going on. You get your GameCube for, like, $50. Like, at the time, it was when we were moving, and, like, we were a new house. We had to save some money. So, they had to get me the console behind at the time. They couldn't get me the new one. I imagine. I don't know. My mom might be able to correct me on that. But, we got the GameCube. And plus, like, I didn't care for any of the new Wii games coming out. I did not care for, like, Mario Galaxy. Like, even then, I was not huge on, like, the motion controls and such. So for me, it was like, I wanted to play the GameCube. I wanted to play these games that I missed out on, growing, from, my earlier childhood. Like I said, I was 9, so, like, I didn't really have that much choice in the matter, but I did like the Wii U more than most, though.
I went to 8-bit and up, which is giving me some pretty good deals. Well, not great deals, but, like, some deals I can handle, so I can buy games with. So for $5, I got Nickelodeon's Real Monsters for the Super Nintendo.
Hold on, so I got that for $5. Let me see if I can see like how much, because the game pricing has changed a lot. Because gaming has become more of an expensive hobby. Let's see here. Nickelodeon. Let's see, that's Guts. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, now Now it's worth $13. So it over doubled in value. Like, that's how crazy it is. Like, a game like that was like $5. You keep paying that for $5. I got a bit of an allowance. So I was like, you get for $5 you can get it. Like, that's
not in the best shape, but in good condition. Not good condition, but it's in all right condition. There's a couple little tears here and there, but for another $5, it's a $2 game, but for me, it's a nostalgic game. It's for the GameCube. I've watched
Shark
this
Tale,
game
I just
again
saw it.
for a long time because I had it for the Xbox.
it's. Oh wait, that's loose. Hold
I'm
on.
glad to have it again. Shark Tale. It was $5.
Was it complete? I forget.
It's complete.
Yeah. So now complete, the game's worth $8. So even though I spent, it was apparently worth $2 back then. It was worth $2. It quadrupled in value, and yes, that's still only $8, but still, it quadrupled in value. That's the thing. These games that you could get for dirt cheap back in the day, like that's what I mean. Like back then was such a different time. Like you could get games for the GameCube for dirt cheap. Now you're lucky to find a GameCube game under $10. Like, you know, people like, I know, like, I've seen people be like, oh my God, like, how do you afford, like, a collection like that? It's like, I got all this stuff when it was dirt cheap, when people were giving it away. I literally, it's a video that I stupidly deleted. I went through a phase where I was, like, upset with, like, I was depressed, and the channel was stressing me out, and I deleted a bunch of videos, and one of the videos I deleted, stupidly, I think, it might still be in there, but I think it's deleted for good. Someone had threw out on the side of the road a bunch of GameCube games, solid ones. Mario Sunshine, Smash Brothers Melee. What other ones were in there? I think Animal Crossing, or no, it was the DS Animal Crossing. What was that? Wild World. Like, this person had thrown out all of these like games. Back then, nobody cared. It was all these old games. People wanted the new things. Now, like, ever since, like, the late 2010s, it's been, like, everyone's been nostalgic. Everyone's been, like, wanting to relive the glory days or, like, the past of all these games that we grew up with. Like, it's so different now. It's so different. It's hard to explain. I mean, if you lived it, like, you understand. But it's like, if you're, like, above the age of, like, 20, 22, 23, like, you kind of get that. Like, you kind of get that, like 15 years ago, like, things were just, like, you go to flea markets, just get games for cheap. People are giving it away. Now, it's like you have the internet. Everyone knows the value of everything. Everything's more valuable. You can sell things for a ridiculous amount of money. That's the mindset nowadays.
I have it. Price sticker there for $4.99. So it's $5. Pretty good deal. And I think the best one, again, I paid a little more than I should have, but this is definitely a display item.
A display item?
The NES. It's a boxed game.
Oh, is this Fester's Quest?
Fester's Quest.
Yup.
Unfortunately,
No manual, right?
it is not complete. Just has the box and the game, which is in pretty good condition.
How much did I pay for it?
A couple stickers. So I'll definitely try to get those stickers off.
How much did I pay? Because I definitely didn't pay what it's worth.
But I'm definitely happy, and this will definitely be on display. And it's my first boxed NES game.
And that was my only ever boxed NES game before I...
Makes me pretty happy. So that's it on the pickup end.
Okay, well, I guess I didn't say the price. So yeah, so that game now is like $30 if you want the cartridge in the box. Complete, it's like $45, but without the manual, it's like $30 to $35. So that game, which is a crap game, like that, I probably might have picked it up for $10. That's probably what I mean. I've paid too much. I probably paid $10 for it. Like, it's just so wild. Like, just how different things are. Like, this is why I don't game collect or as much anymore. Like, I mean, money is more tight, and, like, you know, things are more difficult. And now that I'm an adult, I gotta be more financially responsible. You know, my allowance money that, you know, I should have been using towards lunch, I used towards games. But you know, it's just so weird. Things definitely changed. But yeah. All right, I think I'll do some more chatting, some last minute questions and things to talk about, and then I'll probably end off the stream. I gotta record some more stuff. I gotta do more work for the ZakPak show season 2. Still doing work on it. Yeah. So let me head back to the main view. Oh, this is a pretty fun little anniversary celebration stream. Again, it feels weird to celebrate, like, like it feels weird to, like, it feels almost, what's the word? Like, ego boosting. Like, it feels like I'm putting myself on this high pedestal, but like over these past 13 years, so much has changed, and like so much I've grown, like not just as a person, but as a creator, as like everything. Like it's weird, but yeah. What was the first shop you bought a video game? The first shop ever? I mean, probably would have been, well, because when I got the GameCube with Mario Party 6 and Luigi's Mansion, when I first got a GameCube, it was back before it was GameStop. It was EB Games, because like EB Games, I think were bought by GameStop or acquired by GameStop, and then EB Games locations became Game. Because I remember it was an EB Games. But I believe it was an EB Games that became a GameStop, like not that long after I went there. But yeah, first shop ever, probably like an EB Games, or like even like a Walmart or Target or something like that. My guess. Did you get that Game Boy with the game play Game Boy games? I did eventually get a Game Boy player. I didn't at the time. Like somewhere in my YouTube career, somewhere on the channel, I'm circling the video as if I still have the reaction screen. Somewhere on my channel, it could have been one of the deleted videos I mentioned earlier, but it might not have been, because I think this was earlier on. Because like there was a certain year that I think really got nuked. I think it was like 2015, 2016 that kind of got nuked. But I did get a Game Boy player like in my YouTube career, but not when I was a kid. So I didn't grow up with like the Game Boy player. I always just played my Game Boy games on I played my Game Boy games on my Game Boy Advance. That's how I played all my Game Boy games. I didn't play it on the GameCube. I didn't play it on the TV. I played it just on my Game Boy Advance. But I did eventually get the Game Boy Advance player, which I made some good usage of. I mean, obviously I did Zak plays. I did a Zak plays of Mario Golf on the Game Boy Advance using it. I've done some videos recording. As recently as last year when I did the ZakPak show season 1, I recorded my my Mario Party Advance footage off of that Game Boy Advance player. Crazy to think, all these years later, it's still useful to me. I mean, like, if I'm going to play Game Boy games, I'd prefer to play them on a Game Boy Advance, because there's something that just feels wrong about playing them using a GameCube controller. Like, I feel like just the Game Boy Advance, like, with the D-pad and the way the buttons are laid out, it just makes more sense in my brain. Maybe it's because I got that muscle memory. But, like, yeah, but I still love the Game Boy player. I still use it. I know they released a controller for the GameCube that was designed specifically for that Game Boy Advance player add-on. But yeah, what's first DS game or 3DS game? DS, I don't remember. I don't remember DS. I want to say it was something like New Super Mario Brothers. I'd want to say. I mean, I remember some of my early DS games I had. Like, I definitely got, like, can't see. I had The Sims 2 Apartment Pets, which I definitely was, like, around that time. Mario Party DS, obviously. WarioWare WarioWare DIY. I think I want to play that game at some point. I want to play that game because that was fun. Yeah, I think those were the main ones. New Super Mario Brothers, Mario 64 DS, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't remember which one the first one was. 3DS though, I do remember. Because I remember I had wanted to make it a point to pre-order the 3DS and get it at launch because of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Because originally that game was supposed to come out pretty early in the 3DS lifespan, but it got delayed. But I still had the pre-order, so I ended up getting the 3DS, and the game that I got with it, of all games, well, Super Mario 3D Land, I think I got not long after, but the game I got with the 3DS was Rabbids. It was a Rabbids game. Rabbids was like travel in time. It was like a little 2D side scroller game where it was like you were going through different like time eras or like different like you're going through different time periods. And it was pretty fun actually from what I remember. It was a short game. I think it was only like 4 or 5 worlds, but it was good fun. Okay, I think I'm gonna end off the stream here. I would like to thank everyone so much for watching, for contributing. It's been a fun 13 years, and here's to hopefully many more, and here's to more growth. So thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I hope you enjoy. First Game Boy game? I'll answer that real quick. First Game Boy game? Pokemon Gold comes to mind. And like Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, those come to mind as the first ones I really remember playing. Mario Party Advance is also up there. Yeah, I don't remember which one the first one was, but yeah. All right, guys. See y'all later. Have a good one. I'll not be streaming at all for the rest of the weekend, so enjoy your weekend, and see you guys later.